Is that you? Chris?
G'day.
I'm about to go for a ride. Do you want to come?
Yeah, let's go.
First I'm going to get my suspension adjusted and then we'll go for a ride. What do you think?
That sounds like a great idea.
I haven't seen you all
2021.
year.
Yeah. Wow.
2021. Welcome everyone to the new year.
Yeah. Did you ever think we'd make it?
I must say it was a bit challenging for nearly everyone, I think. So let's hope that 2021 is better than 2020. Although it doesn't appear that way at this stage.
We had it pretty easy here in Adelaide, didn't we?
We have had it very good. Yes, you must. Yes, you're correct, Chris.
We really only had we had a very severe lockdown for about, 5 days?
3 days, Chris.
Was it only 3?
It was meant to be 6, but it was reduced to 3 days. So we've had nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
I did go to the football the other day with, had to wear masks.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to wear a mask.
But we're not in lockdown. We haven't had enormous deaths like in some countries, which is a blessing. And we haven't got that many cases here in South Australia. Even Australia-wide, we've got very few, really, compared to many other countries.
And largely because we've by a large extent stopped air traffic.
Yeah, that's been reduced heavily.
Closed borders when we've needed to between states.
So I'm really looking forward to another year, a year. Hopefully that will be better than the last.
Yeah. Well, it's kicked off with a bang with riots in America.
Yes, there's been interesting happenings in America. That's unstable at the moment, a touch unstable at the moment. Let's hope that settles down. So what are we going to do this year with Hornet and Bandit, even though I've got a GSX S1000?
Well, hopefully some more trips, maybe.
I think we should try and do a couple of camping trips this year, hopefully.
We'll probably need to start planning for one.
Yes.
Maybe the Flinders.
Yeah, the Flinders is a gorgeous place here in South Australia. We're very lucky to have the Flinders Ranges.
Okay, viewers, can you see something wrong with this picture? Should I let Tim know?
Oh, my indicator. Oh, that's one thing I need to get this year. I have to get it because I forget that all the time. I think on a Harley and some of the BMWs, and probably many other bikes, they have self-cancelling indicators. So I think all motorbike companies should put self-cancelling indicators on so that idiots like me don't leave them on all the time and the car coming toward me doesn't think I'm going to turn. Yes, that will be one thing that will go on this bike this year. If it's not a self-cancelling indicator, Chris, it's going to be a really, really loud one that will annoy the hell out of me, so I know it will be on. As you probably all know, Chris rides, his only real form of transport, or his main form of transport, is his motorcycle. So Chris, do you forget to turn your indicator off?
Well, very rarely do I leave it on. But because I just get into a habit, even if it's not indicating, whenever I'm going straight or I'm approaching an intersection, I'll just push in, the cancel button.
And just an update on my seat. I've now got an aftermarket seat, a Saddleman seat, I did have to do a couple of adjustments on it because I wasn't happy with the finish. The fit, actually. The finish was great, but it didn't fit the way it really should have. So I've had that fixed, and I had, while they were doing that, they put another layer of foam on it, and it's spectacular, Chris. So have you got any plans for your bike for this year in 2021, Chris?
Oh, just keep it serviced and running. I think it's due probably for a major service this year. Oh, got a siren somewhere. Don't know where it's coming from. Can you hear a siren?
I can.
It's very hard sometimes when you're wearing a helmet to know where a sound's coming from. There it is.
Well, this year for this bike, I think the only thing...
What more could you possibly do?
There's nothing. I mean...
Quick shifters?
Oh yeah, you could put a quick shifter on it, but I don't need to.
Automatic oiler?
Oh yeah, the automatic oiler. Now that is a good practical thing. However, I still don't think I'll do it, but they are good. They are a very good idea, I think. Help with the chain maintenance.
Got a bit of a worry with my chain.
Yeah.
I've only had it put in this year, and the O-rings are falling out.
Really?
Oh, I've had a couple when I've been cleaning it. They've been broken.
Was it a DID chain?
A DID?
That's a brand, a very good brand.
Oh, I'm not too sure. I'll have to phone up the mechanic and ask what chain they use. But I thought it was a gold chain. I thought it was a solid gold
No,
chain.
they're only gold plated or whatever they do.
Oh, what a rip-off. No, I was looking on the wrong side at my chain. There it is.
I was actually reading a vlog last night about a guy with a GSX S1000 like this that needed the chain replaced at 6,000 Ks, and the dealer agreed that the chain was faulty, so they replaced it.
Well, maybe my chain is faulty, or maybe I'm using the wrong... I use kerosene to clean it.
Yeah.
And I thought kerosene was easy on the rubber.
I use kerosene to clean mine, and millions of people around the world do. I've always used kerosene to clean it, and I've never had an issue. However, I did note with this chain, and this is the original chain on the bike, that if I don't ride for a while, it gets surface rust on it. So I'm wondering if they're using... And I do lubricate more than most people, so I'm wondering if they are a poor quality chain that they put stock on the bike. Oh look, twisties, Chris!
Oh, get your knee down.
Yeah.
Oh, we've gone for a little ride through the heart of Adelaide there. Or nearly the heart of Adelaide.
Yeah, that's our lovely little city called Adelaide in South Australia, of a population of, I think it's 1.3 or something.
And there's the beautiful botanic gardens ahead of us.
Now Chris,
Yep.
your bike, the GSX 1250 FA,
Yep.
is it 100,000 kilometres?
Oh, hang on. I'll just cross this light and I'll check my odometer. Oh, that's not the right button. How much did you say?
100,000.
Not quite.
What's it done?
It's lower. You have to guess.
98,742.
Lower.
Hey?
Lower.
Oh. 95,000.
Higher.
Oh. What did I say last time? Did I say 98,000 last time? 99,000.
No, it's lower.
Oh. 98,000.
No lower. You said 95. And I said higher.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is riveting television, isn't it, folks?
So it's about 96,000.
Yeah, just over 96. 96,089 kilometres.
Okay, so I came across a gentleman on a bike almost identical to yours, except it had the bikini fairing, and that had done it had done 198,000, so almost 200,000 kilometres.
Well, that's good. That means my bike's not even halfway through its life then.
Yes, and his looked like it had many years left, and it didn't look like he wanted to part with it anytime soon.
Well, it's one of the many reasons I chose this bike, because I heard of the very positive reviews regarding its engine.
I think most bikes, particularly with bigger motors like these, will last, well, as we can see, at least a couple of 100,000 kilometres, if you look after them like any bike. But I was watching a YouTube channel, Captain Cranky I think he's called, who has a CB500X, and his bike has done, just clocked, when I was watching, 100,000 kilometres, and that's a parallel twin 500cc. So if you look after your bikes, they can last quite a long time. But that motor that you've got there is a peach, as they say, a beautiful motor in that bike. And I think Suzuki could have put it, you know, to keep it fresh, could have put it in a newer bike, you know, as well. As with this, Chris, this bike is a newer design, but has an older motor in it that they've re-tweaked, being the K5 motor in the GSX 1000. It's just been plonked into this one.
Now, here's a question.
Yes, I'm ready.
Is it an engine or a motor?
Oh. It could be either, couldn't it?
What are the words? A donk?
Yes.
Is that another word for a...
Yeah,
engine?
it's got a great donk in it. Yeah. That's a bit of slang, Aussie slang. We do have a lot of slang words over here that we think that we understand completely. It'd be like any other country would have their slang words. My friends in Hamilton, or near Hamilton, in Tarrington, they have a ride-on lawnmower, and boy, it looks fun. It's
Tarrington?
Tarrington.
The suburb?
No, it's a little town.
Oh, is that where you went to in Victoria?
Yeah, just out of about 20 minutes or so from the Grampians.
Nice. Oh, that mountain you said you climbed, was that where Mount Rosea?
No, I don't know what mountain I climbed. It was a...
Where, do you remember the name of the car park you parked at?
No,
was it Sundial? Sundial car park?
No, we were pretty much on the side of the road, just stopped off, and it's a walk that you wouldn't probably know was there. So it wasn't one of the big...
Oh, okay.
But I got some spectacular photos, because it was still very high, but certainly not one of the major mountains there.
The Mount Rosea hike is beautiful. It's really like the...
Yeah, I remember
rocks.
years ago, I think I did is it the Pinnacles? They've got the Pinnacles or something.
Yeah, it's the Pinnacle, and then you got the Sundial, I think, and then you go up to Mount Rosea. The Pinnacle is quite nice. You can get there from the Grand Canyon. and the Wonderland.
The Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
I always thought that was in America.
Have you seen my video with Charmaine?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the canyon we walked up. In the
Oh,
Grand
okay.
Canyons. Yeah, it's not quite as big as the Grand Canyon in America, but it's spectacular nonetheless.
Four minutes early.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Hey Chris, do you know the weird thing is?
What's that?
When I've been talking to you with my helmet on, I'll take the helmet off, and then I think you're still there, and I'll keep talking to you.
I've done that once or twice. I've continued a conversation when when you're not connected.
Yeah. I was talking to you up there, and you didn't answer. I thought it was quite rude, really.
Can you imagine? Well, actually, it'd probably be quite a nightmare if we had a little chip in our head and we were constantly talking to each other.
Oh. Oh.
Well, you didn't have to react like that.
I'm ready to go, it's hot. I'll follow you.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know where you're going?
Not really. Sort of.
Oh, this feels better already.
Yeah?
So,
So, been to Hoy's?
Hoey's.
Hoey's.
Yeah, so Chris and I have just been to Hoey's racing suspension. Chris would like to get an easier tool to adjust his suspension, and I just
preload.
Sorry?
The preload.
Oh, to adjust the preload.
Yeah, it's almost impossible with the tool that I've got.
And I just needed mine tweaked a bit because it was a bit harsh still. I'll know a bit more when I go over some bumps.
Notice how no one's speeding around us.
Yeah, they think we're undercover police. Actually, because of my cameras, when I went into a service station one day, the lady did say, "Are you an undercover policeman?" And I'm not. Oh, got a very aggressive driver. When you adjust yours, you adjust the rebound, do you, to make it softer or harder?
It, like when after your spring compresses after going over a bump, if you restrict the oil flow, it will return to its position slower.
Yeah.
Whereas if you open it up and let more oil or whatever the fluid is go through, it will return to its position really quickly.
Yeah, I can still feel bumps, but I unless I buy an adventure bike, I think they're always going to, they're always going to be there. Just less jarring. Don't like the jarring.
So first impressions are good?
Of the suspension? Look, I don't know. When I think I have to give it a bit more of a go. I still feel the,
Yeah.
I'm thinking whether I adjust the rebound down the bottom, make it a bit softer.
Yeah, I did soften mine up a bit. I think I've got like 24 notches, and I've got it on about number 19. 24 is very springy, you're bouncing around all over the place. And if you have it on 1 or something like that, it's like riding a brick. Very solid. So 19's for me is just right. Oh well, we'll take it up into the hills and give it a test.
Let's do that.